Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. 180. What's that?
They go play action. Mayfield. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Set. 180. Hurry, hurry. Kings, Kings, Kings.
Now Mayfield. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield now.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Looking to put a drive together.
What is it on? Here we go.
Williams with a little touch pass forward.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
To throw, Williams. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
What's that?
Following the interception, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
180! What's that?
They'll try and run here with Irving. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A gain on the play.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
First down.
Pistol,
First
pistol.
and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Regular. What's that?
Mayfield. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
What's that?
Play fake. Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
What's that? What's that?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Chris Godwin,
29 yards.
and the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bears nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40.
To throw, it's Williams. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Williams.
Buying time to his left. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Bears first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To the air, Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Play action. Now Williams.
Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Run, run, run. Hurry, hurry. 180.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
180.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Hurry, 20. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers take a 3-touchdown lead.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
21. Bears nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, 70 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! What's that?
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 61 yards. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing is Williams. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and long. Finds Kmet on the quick slant. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. A yard, all they need, but it's third down. Looking to throw. Williams. He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Williams. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart.
Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. Takes it to about the 37.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their advantage. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Steps away. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. The ball comes out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Back to throw. Williams. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And he's going to go down again. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot. They'll go. Here's Williams. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal, they go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
20. Run. Attack!
They go play action. Mayfield. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
It's 4th down.
Mayfield down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Complete to Chris Godwin. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Irving trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. And this time he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Though definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to get this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears